morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Fran's Pilates. So what have I got in store for you today? Obviously it's a class with more challenging options. So do make sure you've got your activation band, grips, anything else you want to add in, particularly your stretchy band. And we're going to do a little bit of, as well as everything else, we're going to do some balance challenges today. And again, we're going to give the option of using the light weights with that. And obviously with the activation band, you're going to be working your legs a little bit more as well. So that's what we've got coming up. Okay, so first of all, remember this is just an hour, just under an hour for yourself. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Rib cage expanding, open the chest, breathing out through the mouth. Draw the abdominals in, try and get your core connection. And if you've got the activation band, if you push out a little bit, pelvic floor, squeeze the buttock muscles, you'll get more core activation. Posture is important, so lift that chest, lift that rib cage, open up, then your head will sit back in the right position. Shoulders will be back and down, you'll be able to engage the shoulder blades a little bit more. And there we go. Okay, so let's start off with our warm-up. Feet hip distance apart, check your knee alignment, push out against your bands, make sure your knees aren't rolling in. 3 points of connection in the spine, breathe in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in. All right, up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back, tuck the chin in, rolling forwards, one vertebra at a time. So try and keep the abdominals contracted here. Just breathe normally as you hold the stretch. As I said, push the hips back, but don't push the hips up. That way it's back, and then you're lengthening the lumbar spine, draw the abdominals in at the same time. All right, just no tension in the upper body, so arms, hands, neck, shoulders relaxed. And if you just hang there for a little bit and just let the backs of the legs start to stretch out a little bit. Okay, breathing in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, slowly roll up. Watch your knee alignment as you come back up. Don't let the knees roll in, tuck the chin in, all the way back up. Nice stretch in the back of the neck as well. Okay, revisit your posture, neutral, lift the rib cage, open up the chest, so sideways on, 3 points of connection, try not to let that happen. Up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out, draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back, and then rolling the upper body forwards. Try and keep the abdominals in, breathing normally, and just relaxing your arms, head, neck, shoulders, and just get a little bit of stretch going on there. In the calves, back of the legs, buttock muscles, lower back. No tension in the upper body. And then breathing in, breathing out, slowly rolling up. Draw the abdominals in. All the way back up. Good, fantastic. All right, back to the center. Still remembering about your posture, neutral spine position. Arms slightly behind you, chin retracted. Breathe in, breathe out, core muscles engaged. Relax the arms and just roll those shoulders forwards, up, back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Now when you take the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Remember when you do this, try not to let this happen. Keep that chin back, relaxed, and these are isolation. So we're just focusing on the shoulders here, the shoulder blades. Breathing in and out. Okay, we're going to do one at a time. So one shoulder, opening up there, relax the arm, focus on that shoulder joint, breathing in and out, and the other one, breathing in and out. Okay, then we're going to take that shoulder forward, so you're going back first, up and over, and the other one, breathing in, breathing out. That's it. Okay, then we're going to do one forwards and one back, so you're like this, that's it. Quite a challenge, so don't worry if you can't do it the other way. I can't see you, not like in the class situation. So just give that a go. If you find it difficult, swapping again, you do it in front of the mirror to practice. There we go. All right, hands on the shoulders. So lead with the elbows forwards, up, back, and down. And then we're going to go the other way. So you take it back, up, forwards and down. So let's do that with the breathing. Breathing in, opening up, and again take it the other way. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring those shoulders forwards, draw the abdominals in and up again. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Good. All right, relax the arms, raise the hands, breathing in. Elbows level with the ears if you can, stretching up from the shoulder blades. Draw the abdominals in at this point and then take the arms back. If you can, turn the palms backwards to the back of the room there. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and bring it down. Good. Breathing in, stretching up. Hold it there. Good. A little bit further with the stretch from the shoulder blades, abdominals in, all the way back. Okay, this time take the arms to the front, breathing in, breathing out, opening, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. And again, breathing in, breathing out, opening, squeeze and back down. One more time, breathing in, breathing out, opening, hold it there, take the arms back a little bit further, little pulsing action. Now open up the chest, open up the shoulders, chin retracted, and really work on those shoulder blades, the scapula, shoulder blades back and down. Again, if you draw the abdominals in at this point, we're still getting that core connection, abdominals and your back muscles strengthening. Good. All right, and back, arms behind you, shrug the shoulders and relax. Breathing in, breathing out, one at a time, shrug and relax. Breathing in, breathing out, up and down, up and down. And then just taking it out to the side. Keep the arm behind you so the movement is coming from the shoulder blade rather than the shoulder. Stretching, keep the chin back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, breathing in. When you're doing this movement, you must lead with the hand. Hand leads first, then the arm and then the shoulder, rather than the shoulder. That's it, stretch. Hand first, reaching, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, and relax. So holding that position, open the chest, be aware of your shoulder blades, postural position, and just relax the head forwards and draw it back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, out. Hold it back, chin back, and then take the head up a little bit, not much, and focus on that head coming forwards without the shoulders tipping forwards. So this, remember, this is an isolation, breathing in, breathing out, just working on mobility, flexibility in the back of the neck there, and stretching, of course. Nice, we get a lot of tension in the neck, so it is good to lengthen and stretch out the neck and shoulders. Turn the jaw up to the ceiling, again without the shoulder lifting. Good, breathing in, breathing out, shoulder down. Good, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Back to the centre, chin retracted, shoulders still. Just turn the head to the side. Breathe in, breathing out. Core muscles, turn the head to the side. And then from there, just roll the head. Just the head and neck. Again, try not to let the shoulders come forwards. And out, breathing in, breathing out, turn the head round. Try not to let the upper body move. Slowly, breathing in, breathing out. Good, last one. And back to the centre, chin retracted, and relax the head to the side without this shoulder lifting. Try and lengthen this hand down away from you. And of course, if you want a bit more of a stretch there, I quite like to do this with my arm behind my back. So you're sliding that hand down and we're getting a little bit more of a stretch there if you feel you need it. So breathing in, breathing out, stretch across. Good, and the other side. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Good, hands behind the head, chin retracted. Breathe in, breathe out, abdominals in, keep the knees slightly bent, make sure your knees aren't rolling in, and bring the head and neck forwards. Feel that stretch there in the upper back and the neck. Great, Brilliant. Okay, so we're going into our inner thigh stretches. So legs as wide as it's comfortable for you. You can turn the feet out slightly, as long as when you bend the knee, it doesn't roll in. You need to keep that knee level with second or third toe. If you find it a challenge, just keep the feet facing forward for the moment. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted, draw the abdominals in. Remember, sink the hips back first. Try not to let that knee move any further forwards than the end of the foot. Breathing in, breathing out. So sitting back and down as far as it's comfortable. If you find it a challenge, okay, you can just do a very tiny movement. It doesn't matter. The idea is just to mobilize your hips, your lower back, and obviously stretch out the inner thighs here. Keep the shoulder blades back and down. If you find it difficult because you're concentrating on this, take the arms behind you. So like this, that will help you keep the shoulders back and down, or even like this. And make sure, of course, you're drawing the abdominals in. You're not overarching that back. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Go, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. That inner thigh, breathing in, breathing out. Good, we're going to hold it there. If you feel you can stretch a little bit more, remember this is something we can work on week. Just take the legs a little bit wider. Again, turn the feet out. If you can keep that in the alignment, breathe in, breathe out. Now sit back a little bit more. That's it. Keep the shoulder blades back and down. Keep that posture alignment there. That's it. And just take the legs a little bit wider again, working at your own level here. And back. Breathing in, breathing out. And the other side. So bring the feet back to the original position first, just in case you've got one side less flexible than the other. Turn the feet out. Breathing in, breathing out. Sink the hips back. Shoulder blades back and down. Stretching. Again, if you find this knee rolls in here, you need to bring that foot back, more facing the front. So it's important that you've got that correct knee alignment there. That's it. And bring the feet back. Right, we're going into our hip flexor stretch. Now with the hip flexor, again, this is a balance challenge anyway. I find it quite a challenge doing it on the carpet in here. Anyway, turn to the side. So I'm going to give you a more challenging option with this today as well. So if you want to use your band or your weights, do grab that. So your first option obviously is here, just a really tiny squat down, tip the pelvis under, so you find your hip flexor muscle here. If you want to stretch a bit more, take the legs a bit wider that way, and you can squat down a little bit lower, tip the pelvis under, make sure the knee doesn't roll in. And as you can see, it's quite a balanced challenge, especially if you're chatting the whole way, talking the whole way through. It's up to you how low you go. Tip the pelvis under, 3 points of connection in the spine. Okay, so more challenging option is actually to go down a little bit further. It's quite difficult to get back up again. So if you need to hold on to something, I'm just going to give you this option as it's the class with more challenging options, obviously. So you're going to go down into this position. So the front leg is a little bit further forwards, the knee is a little bit further behind you. Breathing in, breathing out, so upper back stays nice and straight. So just tip the pelvis under and bring the hips forward a little bit more. And you're going to tip the pelvis under, you'll get more of a stretch there. Can you feel that? And then if you want to, you can always lift the heel off the floor. Do this on your mat because of your knee. That's it. Okay. So arms up in the air. Again, you can hold your weights here or your band. I've got my ball handy. I might just get my ball here. That's it. Okay, here we go. So breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, push the hip forward. Again, make sure this knee doesn't go any further forwards than the end of the toe. Elbows level with the ears, breathing in, breathing out. Stretching up, keep the elbows over with the ears if you can. And we're going over to the side, either with your weights or your band. Tip the pelvis under. Good, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Up and over. Abdominals in. Good, and back. Stretching up. Now remember, when you stretch up here, try not to hunch the shoulders. Stretch the chest, rib cage up. Lift it up and back. Draw the abdominals in. Again, push that hip forwards a bit more there if you want to. A bit more of a stretch, up and back, draw the abdominals in. Good, and then back again. All right, we're going to change to the other side. So the challenge here is to get up again. Okay, don't worry, I can't see you. All right, so starting off the other way around. So as I said, a tiny squat position, or we can take it a little bit further. Breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under. Very important here, I do it this way around, that when you do this, that the knee doesn't roll in because of your activation medal. Anyway, so do push out against your band so you've got your correct knee alignment there. So we're here, breathing in, breathing out. So tip the pelvis under, a bit wider here if you want to, or we can go down into our more challenging position. In this position here, leg a little bit further forwards, tip the pelvis under, back nice and straight, breathing in, breathing out. So just push forwards a little bit there, curl the hips under, that's it. And a bit of a deeper stretch there, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretching up, elbows level with the ears, up and over, abdominals in, with balance, up and over. So as you can see, balance challenges today, breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Go back to the centre, push that hip forward, tuck it under, stretching up, chest up and back, reaching up, abdominals in. Good, and relax. And then try and get up with elegance. That's it. Okay, into your front of the thigh stretch, knees level, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, hip, knee in towards the hip, shoulder blades back and down. And again, if you want to balance, try balance challenge, arm up in the air, breathing in, breathing out. So again, tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip, maintaining that alignment. Going to lean the body forwards, leading with the chest. I'll do it first like this. So you're coming forwards like that, keep the chin retracted. Try not to come forwards like that. So you're actually leading with the chest. So if you find you're very wobbly, if you watch a point in the room that isn't moving, that will help you balance. Keep that chin back. So leading with the chest, forwards and back. You will wobble, that's the idea. Breathing in, breathing out. You're going to find deep stabilising muscles working here. Forwards and back. So go down just a little bit like this. Make sure the arm doesn't come forwards. Keep the chin retracted, abdominals in. And you can go down a little bit further if you want to, as long as you can keep this alignment. And back, breathing in, breathing out. Do make sure you're near the wall or you've got your hand on a chair, because it's quite a challenge. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals. Good, and back. Fantastic. All right, let's swap over to the other side. Okay, here we go. Breathing in, breathing out. Knees level if you can. Tip the pelvis under. Activate the front of the thigh there. Heel in towards the hip. Remember, the leg you're standing on needs to be slightly soft. Never lock at the knees here because it pushes the low back out. All right, take the hand off the wall if you can. Elbow level with the ear, breathing in, breathe out, abdominals in. So watch your point in the room to steady yourself. And remember, lead with the chest here, not the head, not the arm. So we're coming forwards, abdominals in, breathing in, breathing out, core muscles engaged. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals, coming forwards. Okay, so you can just do a tiny movement here, or we can come down a little bit lower. As long as you can keep your alignment there, you'll find the leg muscles wibbly wobbling, it's like shaking if you like. That's deep stabilising muscles working. It's really good for your proprioception, for your balance. Breathing in, breathing out, forwards. Good, and back. And again, abdominals in. You should feel that strengthening the hips and buttocks back as well. So that's a very good one to do. All right, coming back. And we're just going to go into our deep arm stretches. So arms forward first. You can use your ball if you want to, or your weights or your bands. And we're just opening up there, stretching up, legs a little bit wider. And we're going up and over. So breathing in, breathing out, stretching up and back. Push the hips out in the other direction. That's it for a little bit more stretch there. The top arm here a little bit straighter. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over. That's it, up and over, up and over. Good. Okay, so we're going to go into our squatting sequence, but we're going to change it up a little bit and add some balance challenges in. So either hold the ball or your light weights here. I don't think it's going to quite work with the band, but anyway, or you can just do it with nothing, just hold the hands. So stand this way around, obviously posture and everything. We're going to add in a couple of challenges before we do the squat, so it's a little bit of a routine. Okay, so actually we won't have that. Yes, we will. All right, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, posture. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to lift one knee up off the floor here, there, and raise the other arm up and bring it down. So if you've got the weights here, actually I'll do it with the weights, it works quite well. Or you can use the ball. Breathing in, breathing out. So it's the left leg, right arm, and back. So same leg, we're taking it out to the side, and then the arm goes out to the side. Okay, and then similar to what we just did, we're adding the weight in here. Lead with the chest, and the leg goes out to the back. Okay, and then we're going to go into the squat, squeezing as you come back up. Let's do that again. So this is left knee, right arm, breathing in, breathing out, out to the side. Good, and then to the back. So you'll find, again, it's quite a balance challenge here. Okay, change legs, breathing in, breathing out. So you're lifting one leg up and down, out to the side and back, and then leaning forwards. Again, you're going to feel the leg you're standing on wobbling a bit. Breathing in, breathing out. So it's lift, side, back. You got it? Okay, and then squat. And again, lift, side, back. Now, you might not feel you're doing very much, but because a lot of it was on the one leg, you're going to feel this probably tomorrow. And can you feel when you're doing this, especially with the activation band, that you're working everything here, all the core muscles, and then squat. Okay, so that's the routine. So we're going to build that up a little bit to do more repetitions. Okay, so let's go back to left leg, right arm. So we'll do, I think we'll do 4 of each. Here we go. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're coming up and down, up. Keeping your posture. 3. Is that 3? 3, 4. There we go. All right, to the side. 1, 2. Keep the leg you're standing on slightly bent. 3. Obviously do this as slow as you want to. There, and then we're leaning forwards, as in leading with the chest, like how we just practiced. Take the leg out behind, and the other one comes forward. 2, 3, 4. Good, and then just squat. 1, squeeze. 2, squeeze the buttock muscles, push the heels into the mat. 3. Again, you can go a bit lower if you want to. It's up to you. I'm losing count. Is that 5 or 4? There we go. Okay, switch sides. So it's right leg up in the air now. Breathing in, breathing out. You must have the core muscles engaged here. Otherwise, when you lift the leg, the pelvis is all going to go out of alignment. You keep your alignment here, pelvis level. Weights on the other leg. So we're coming up with the right leg now. So we're doing 4. Breathing in, breathing out. 1, 2. Remember when you raise the arm, try not to lift the shoulder. Keep that shoulder blade back and down. 3, 4. Out to the side. 1, 2. Obviously you've got the activation band, you're working more core muscles here. 3, 4. And then out to the side, out to the front. 1, 2, 3. If you want to work harder and you've got your activation band, of course you can bring the band a little bit lower, and then we're going into our squat. Squeeze and squeeze, buttock muscles, heels into the mat. 3, good, and 4. Okay, one more time. Take a rest if you need to. So left leg up. So let's sort of speed it up a little bit. Obviously still with our Pilates technique, not adding in momentum or anything. Here we go, breathing in, breathing out, core muscles. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to keep your neutral spine position here. That's it. And squat down. 1. Squeeze the bicep muscles. 2. Squeeze. Go a bit lower if you want to. Hinge the hips back. 3, 4. And then we're doing the other leg. Here we go. 1, 2. Back nice and straight. 3, 4. Out to the side. 1, 2. Shoulders back and down. 3, 4. You should really feel that working your buttock muscles here. And then forwards. Remember, raise the hand, not the shoulder. 1, 2, 3. Lead with the chest. Don't let the lower back arch. 4. Then finally into a squat. Down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. And last one, hold it. Turn the feet out a little bit more, and then we'll just have a little bit of a squeezing action here. Still knees level with the toes. Scoop the inner thighs inside out. And little pulsing. Bicep muscles. Remember, no rounding the back here. Shoulder blades back and down, just squeezing. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Okay. So again, you can do as much or little of that as you want, but it's great for obviously overall strength, but balance as well. And obviously, if you're using the activation band, it's really good for the legs. All right, let's finish off with our deep stretches. So arms out in front, right over left. Lock the elbows if you can, or just do your basic stretch there. Push the elbows out, feet, knees and hips facing the front, and just mobilising the upper back nice and slowly, breathing in, breathing out. Good. And the other side, breathing in, breathing out. Turn the head the other way. If you can, try not to twist the hips here. If you need to, just bend the knees a little bit more. Tuck the hips under if it's at all uncomfortable in your lower back. Good. Back to the centre, elbows away, and extend the forearms further forwards. Great. All right. Other side, left over right. Push the elbows away, breathing in, breathing out side to side. So when I'm doing this, okay, I'm opening my shoulder blades so we get more of a stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out. Turn the head in the other direction. Just try and get those arms a little bit further each time without forcing it. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching, stretching. Elbows forwards and extend the forearms away from you. Brilliant. All right, take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, shoulders down, stretching up, breathing in, breathing out, reaching up. Good. And relax. Okay, get ready to go down onto the mat. So we're going to take our shoes off. Optional, obviously. Have a little bit of water. And we're going to go down into our deeper stretches. Take your shoes off, socks off. Good. And don't forget, if some of you are coming back to class in a couple of weeks, we're not, the COVID guidelines say you mustn't have bare feet on the floor or the carpet. So it's socks or trainers, and you've got to make sure that you stay the feet, hands on the mat, so no touching the floor with feet or hands. We'll get used to it, I'm sure, as the time goes on. Anyway, just giving you the heads up there. All right, feet hip distance apart. So I hope you've read my COVID guidelines that I sent out to everyone. Okay. All right, shoulders back and down, neutral spine position, up onto the toes, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth, draw those abdominals in, hinge the hips back, draw the abdominals in, as I said, rolling down one vertebra at a time, and make sure with your feet, it's quite easy to sort of let the feet roll out or in like that. You need to spread the toes out, keep the feet flat on the floor when you do this. So just have a little check at your feet, making sure you're not letting the arches roll in or out too much if possible. All right, so relaxing the upper body. And this time we're going for deeper stretches. If you can, don't force it. If you can, touch the floor, hands there. If you can't, you may be able to in a minute once you've done the stretches. Or just hold the backs of the legs. Again, make sure your hips are hinged back. There's no rounding like that. If you can, draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back. So you're stretching there, lengthening the lumbar spine, not overarching there. Okay, so bend the knees a little bit, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, straighten the legs, remember push the hips back to get that stretch. And in the minutes, see already I can touch my hands to the floor, brilliant. Bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretch back. By the way, it's not a competition, we're all different, some of us have got longer legs and you might find it more difficult to reach the floor. I've got short legs, anyway. All right, breathing in, breathing out, stretch, and then alternate, keeping your knee alignment here, bend one knee, hinge the hips back, breathing in, breathing out. Good, hold it for a few seconds, so you're stretching out there. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, turn the feet out for our deeper stretch. In the buttock muscles, backs of the legs bend and straighten. Again, hold it for a few seconds so your hands get nearer towards the floor as your back, legs stretch out. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, alternating. Bend one, straighten the other. Feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Nice and slowly, breathing in, breathing out. And then turn the toes inwards. If you feel particularly tight in this area, hamstrings, do these stretches at home. Breathing in, breathing out, and holding the stretches a little bit longer. Even 10 seconds, and then repeat up to 20 seconds, 30 seconds. If it's a real problem for you, that's stretching. Bend and straighten. Good, alternating. Bend one, straighten the other. Breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hip back. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, feet back to the front, bend the knees, come up a little bit. Take the left leg out in front of you, sink the hips back, draw the abdominals in. And if you can reach, hold the end of the foot. If you can't reach or it's uncomfortable, just stay up a little bit higher. Stretch the toes back until you feel a good stretch in the calf there. And turn the foot inwards and outwards. If you can reach, stretch the toes back a little bit more. Good, fantastic. And then the other one, stretch back. Try not to let this happen. Still trying to keep the shoulder blades engaged, abdominals in, chin retracted. So you're keeping your core alignment there. 3 points of connection actually in your upper body here. Good. All right. So hands on the mat, get your grips ready for using grips. And we're going to go into our downward dog stretch. Stretching out the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Walk the hands forward. Keep the abdominals in at this point. Okay, we're holding this position. Now, first of all, just concentrate on that stretch. So the upper body, stretch the arms away from your hands. Stretch the shoulders back and down away from your arms. And then squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. So you're getting your posture in the correct position. Hips up and back in the air, so we're stretching out the spine. And try and straighten the legs, heels down towards the mat. And then you're coming up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in, breathing out, stretching back and down. Up and down, abdominals in, stretching back. Up and down. And then coming up, and this time one up, one down. Watching your knee alignment here, breathing in, breathing out. Make sure the knee doesn't roll in. And then not forgetting your stretch here in the spine. Lengthening. Shoulder blades back and down. Brilliant. All right, so come forwards into your plank, and then we're going to stretch back into the downward dog. So your different levels here. If you find it's uncomfortable in the wrists, I do recommend these wrist grips. Up to you, or you can roll the mat up a little bit here. Okay, so work at your own level. So stretching back, breathing in, breathing out. Now draw the abdominals in and bring the weight forwards as far as it's comfortable for you. If you're still building up your strength in your upper body, just take it as far forwards as you feel it's comfortable, not straining. Forwards and back like this, stretching back, breathe in, breathe abdominals in, come forwards, and then eventually, obviously, the further forwards you come, you're going to work the core muscles more. We want to work the shoulders, the arms. So ideally, head, the top of the head comes a little bit further forwards than the fingers, and your back is nice and straight here. Try not to drop the hips down. I know you might see a lot of YouTube clips when the instructors bring the hips too low. That can put strain on your low back, so I'm quite particular about this. Breathing in, breathing out, shoulder blades back and down. Draw those abdominals in. Can you feel that core connection there? Breathing in, breathing out. Again, if you're joining me, you're not quite strong enough, you can always do this. Like this, forwards and back, with your knees on the mat, or if you're having a bad back week, or you're coming back, you haven't done it for a while, do come forwards. There we go, and back. Stretching back, abdominals in, there, and back. Okay, so from here, lift the leg up behind, stretching back into downward dog stretch, breathing in, breathing out, and then coming forwards, abdominals in. Try not to let this hip drop, keep the pelvis level, stretching back and coming forwards. Good, change legs. Breathing in, breathing out, stretch back and forwards. You might not be able to get the leg up very high. Change legs. If you've got the activation band on, because I've got the tight one. Forwards and back, there, and again. Okay. Left leg up, stretching back and forward. So again, if it's too much, please come down onto your knees. You can still lift up and come back like that in that position, if that's more comfortable for you. Forwards and back, stretching back, abdominals in. There. Good. All right, then finally, just hold that position if you can. Weight forwards as far as it's comfortable, and then bring that knee underneath you. So you're not coming forwards and back this time. Bringing that knee diagonally underneath you. Keeping a posture. Speed it up if you want to. Abdominals in. That's it. Take it a little bit further underneath you if you want to. Good. Okay, well done, and relax. You put your grips down, and we're going to sit back on our heels. Nice and relaxed, arms back. Relax the hips down towards your heels. And bring the arms down by the side of you in your child's pose stretch, which, as you know, you can use that at the end of the class for your relaxation. If you find it difficult to get into this position, don't worry. Just find a position sort of like halfway down, something like this. You can even put a cushion underneath the heels, a ball there. So, again, always work at your own level. There's always a way you can do an exercise. If you have any issues at all with any of the exercises, do message me, or we can have a quick chat on the phone. I'm always available to help. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, tuck the chin in, open the shoulder blades, abdominals in, and then breathing in, breathing out, lift the chest, no overarching, shoulder blades back and down, abdominals in, breathing out, stretching, opening the shoulder blades, and relaxing, breathing in, breathing out. Great. All right, roll over. So we're going to go into our rolling down. Again, we've done quite a bit with the arms today, so it's up to you if you want to add your weights or band in here. I'm just going to focus on more of a stretching element with the spine, working on the flexibility of the spine, but it's up to you. You can always add the weights in if you want to. So feet hip distance apart. Again, working at your own level. If you find doing the roll down difficult, the ball here will help. The activation band will help as well. And of course, you can always use the stretchy bands, wrap them around your feet, and that gives you a little bit of support here as well. So it's up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. Now legs wide enough so you're pushing out against your bands. That activates your core a little bit more. Close that rib cage, breathing in, breathing out, rolling back. So focusing on that flexibility in the spine, breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals, bicep muscles come up. Make sure the knees don't roll in. Push out against your hands. And then when you feel comfortable, you can always take the ball away and roll down a little bit further. If you haven't got a ball, don't worry. Okay, you can always hold the hands underneath the thighs, so that gives you that support. Again, so if you're having a bad back week, you have any issues, you can just roll down just a little bit. The focus is pelvic floor, bicep muscles, particularly as you come up, abdominals in, squeezing and pushing the legs out. Okay, so rolling down, work at your own level, breathing in, breathing out, coming up, and then gradually you can roll down a little bit further. If you find when you come back up, the pelvis is tilting, you're losing control, okay, then you've gone down too far. So please work at your own level here. If you can get all the way down to the floor, big stretch up, breathing in, breathing out, coming up. So adding the ball in here if you want to. And even with the ball, you can add a little bit more core activation if you like, just by pressing as we go down. Breathing in, breathing out, big stretch up first, and then tuck the chin in, squeeze the ball, slowly come back up. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. So again, if you want to work a little bit harder and you want to work one side separately from the other, so if you feel one side is stronger, you take one leg off the mat, breathing in, breathing out, and make sure you're really squeezing the leg that you got off the mat, squeezing that side and back. Breathing in, breathing out, making sure the knees don't roll in. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze the ball. That helps you come back up as well. Can you notice? I'm cheating a little bit. So as I'm squeezing, that's helping me come up. Breathing in, breathing out. So your choice there. And back and up. Breathing in, breathing out, but focusing on that stretching the spine. Good. And coming up. Ooh. Ooh. All right, and then just to the side. So breathing in, rolling back a little bit. Take the arm to the back. Take the head with you, looking over like that, breathing in. When you're doing this, make sure you're not forgetting about what you're doing with the legs. I'm going to come out a little bit here. Breathing in, breathing out. So you're rolling down a little bit, taking the arm out to the side, the chest, and you're focusing on the oblique muscles here, the ones on the side of the waist. Breathing in, breathing out. By all means, add a little bit more intensity by adding your light weights in here. Up to you. Breathing in, breathing out, or you can always add in your activation band here. Stretching it apart, bring it back. There, breathing in, breathing out. And if you're doing that, you can always hold it there, and we're doing a little double time, squeezing the left butt, the right buttock muscle here, and the other one, squeezing, make sure the knees are not rolling in. So you can do that with the weights. You can do that with the ball, a little pulsing, squeeze the buttock muscle. And the other one, abdominals in, squeezing. Good, all right, and back. Hug your knees, nice deep breath in and out. And bring the band back up if you've loaded. So making sure you've got your neutral spine position as we roll back down. And neck nice and long, chin tucked in a little bit. Try not to be in this position like that with the chin up because it compresses the back of your neck. All right, feet hip distance apart, neutral spine position, breathing in, rib cage expanding, breathing out, rib cage closing. So really feel that engagement through the core, through the pelvis, and push your lower back towards the mat so that your fingers get stuck. If your fingers go all the way under, it's usually a sign that your back is too arched. Obviously, we're all very different. So work within your own limitations, if you like, restrictions, or work with your own body. All right, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, so you're sliding one leg away, make sure the other knee doesn't roll in. Good, and we're taking the opposite arm back, lengthen, stretch, point the toe, flex the foot, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, if you feel you haven't worked the arms hard enough, you can always add your light weights in here. Stretching, but the important thing is here that you're engaging the pelvis, the core, neutral spine position, and when you stretch the leg, okay, your pelvis isn't twisting. So there, stretching the arm back from the shoulder blade, reaching, chin tucked in, point the toe, flex the foot, Remember, this is working, doesn't look like you're doing very much, but you're working the whole body here, and you're also lengthening and stretching around the spine. So when the spine gets very compressed, this lengthens that area, lengthens the spine, creates more space, if you like, in between the vertebra. So it's a very good one to do, as long as you're keeping your neutral spine position. Breathing in, breathing out, arms back, stretching, point the toe, flex the foot. Good, there, and back. Both arms out to the side. So vary it. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, then we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. So breathing in, breathing out, pelvis tilted, abdominals in. So do this nice and slowly. Again, so you're working on your flexibility. You'll still be working the legs quite well, because if you've got your activation band on. And then slowly, again, squeeze the buttock muscle, draw the abdominals in, rolling back down. And again, breathing in, breathing out, buttock muscles, pelvic floor, squeeze, tip the pelvis under. So feel that spine rolling up. Again, if you're having a bad back week, just tilt the pelvis up, do a pelvic tilt instead, just like that, as far as it's comfortable, and don't overdo this. Good, arms back, stretching, tuck the chin in. Again, when you're rolling down, make sure the pelvis is level here. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming down. Good, breathing in. Now, if you want to work a bit harder, again, you can bring the heels in a bit closer with this one. Come up onto the balls of the feet. And you could also add the ball in here, in between the knees. So as you're curling up, okay, you're squeezing the ball together and rolling down. So you're working triple whammy here, really. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming up. So up onto the balls of the feet and rolling down, working at your own level. Good. Okay, we're going to go back to our opposite arm and opposite leg. Again, with this one, if you want to use the ball, okay, so it's quite good for balance and stability. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching back, point the toe, flex the foot. And of course, now we're going to work up through our different levels. So you can stick with your basic one, or you can come back up. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, if you're using the weights or the ball, again, it's very important that you're not hunching the shoulders like that. Think shoulder blades into the mat, stretching back from there, lengthening through that spine. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretch. So you're working at your own level. There. Breathing in, breathing out. Of course, you can always take the arms out to the side as well, as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. Good, and then we'll go back into our shoulder bridge. Bring the feet nice and close if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out, curling up. One vertebra at a time. Arms back and slowly rolling that spine back down. So obviously you're squeezing the ball here as you're doing this. Coming up for more core activation. Back of the thighs, front of the thighs. Pelvis strengthens the lower back as well, of course. Squeezing the ball. And down one more time. Breathing in, breathing out, curling up. If you want to work harder, you can bring your heels in a bit closer. Come up onto the ball of the feet. Good, and then into your leg slides, working at your own level. That's it. Okay, and then we can add in our abdominal curl with this if you want to. So curling up there. You don't have to use the ball here. I just quite like to rest my head on the ball when I'm doing this. There, breathing in, breathing out, work at your own level. Of course, you can always just come up one knee at a time. That's it. With or without the ball, up to you. There, side to side. Okay, speed that up a little bit. Abdominals in. That's it. There. And then back to your shoulder bridge. Feet in, work as hard as you want to, curling up all the way back and slowly rolling down. Good, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze. Coming up and down. Good, this time Keep the hands on the mat, curling up. And then we're just dropping the hips and squeeze. Again, adjust the feet up onto the balls of the feet if you want to work those thighs a little bit more. So you're lowering and squeezing, lowering and squeezing. And then we're going to do one side of the pelvis separately from the other. So you drop the right hip and then squeeze that right bicep muscle. Drop the left hip and squeeze. Breathing in, breathing out. There. Okay, again, adjust your legs to work harder or not. There. Breathing in, breathing out, hold it, and then we're just doing a little pulsing action, squeezing the knees together as you curl up, and then rolling back down. Good, and then just finish off with your leg slides, or whatever level you're doing. Good, so curl up first to the centre, draw the abdominals in, breathing in, breathing out, and then taking it diagonally there without taking the head back down. Okay, make sure your head is resting in your arms or it's comfortable. You can speed that up a little bit if you want to. There. Okay, and then we're going to just take the legs up in the air, curl up, take the hands away, a little pulsing action, draw the abdominals in. If it's uncomfortable on the neck, you can still do it. Make sure you're leading with the chest. And then a little bit more of a challenge here. Split level position, draw the abdominals in, and then back, other one. Split level position, draw the abdominals in. Good, and back. Okay, knees into the chest, hands underneath your thighs. Draw the knees in and take a deep breath in through the nose, out through your mouth. Circle your hips round, one way and the other way. And then we're going to go into our spine stretch. So take the arms out to the side, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. So take the legs and the hips one way, the head goes the other way, making sure particularly the opposite shoulder with this side doesn't come off the mat. Try and press it into the floor and just rolling over as far as it's comfortable, nice and slowly. Okay, so you might feel a little bit of sort of cracking going on here, and it's just air trapped in the vertebra. Actually, it's nothing to worry about. Although you might think, oh, my back is cracking. It's just working on that flexibility, but it's just air trapped in between the vertebra. Breathing in, breathing out. Now keep the abdominals in. When you get to this position, you're still drawing the abdominals in. Neutral spine. Breathing in, breathing out, side to side. Again, so it's not a competition. Again, you don't have to get the legs all the way over. It could be a smaller movement, or if you prefer, feet on the mat, and then just gently. So if you're doing that one, you can take the arms over to the side. There. Good. All right, and relax. All right, take the band away. So we're going to finish off now with our low back stretch and our final stretches. So I'm just going to put some music on. And just take some water. Okay. So rolling back again. And we're going into our low back stretch. So stretch both legs out, both arms up above the head, lengthening, point the toes, flex the feet, and bring the left knee in towards the chest. Grab the back of the thigh, draw the leg in. Remember, this is a low back stretch, so you've got to push or press your lower back a little bit more into the mat. So you're actually not in neutral, you're coming out of neutral, pressing it a little bit more. But that gives you a really good stretch for your low back. Point the toes, flex the feet, curl up, optional of course. Just feel that stretch in the low back. And you want to hold it for a minimum of 10 seconds, obviously longer. Breathing in, breathing out. If it's an issue for you, you've got your low back feels a bit tight. If you've got any low back pain, this is a great one to do. And obviously if you have got a lot of low back pain, you might want to do it a little bit compromised here with the knees slightly bent. Again, it's up to you. Good, stretching out again, big stretch. last one. Good. Okay, so going into our final stretches. Grab your activation band or your stretchy band, and left leg up in the air, right leg out along the mat. Point the toes, flex the feet, breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex, stretching that leg back a little bit further. If you can, don't force anything, but just working on tightening the band up a little bit. You might want to stretch it a little bit more to get more flexibility there. Point the toes, flex the feet. Don't forget about the leg on the floor as well. Point and flex, but keeping your neutral spine position. And then we're going to hold it there. Flex the foot back a little bit more if you can with the band, and turn the foot inwards and outwards. Okay, take the left leg over to the right foot flexed. Bring the leg across. Move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. Bring the leg back, swap hands. So this time the left leg is going out to the left. Keep the pelvis level. Foot flexed. Take the leg out to the side, but also turn the leg outwards. Again, move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. Same thing with the other leg. So right leg up. Point the toes, flex the feet. Breathing in, breathing out, flex. Point and flex, drawing that leg back a bit further. Keeping your neutral spine position, level pelvis, and turn the foot or leg, I should say, in and out. Still stretching that band back a little bit more if you can. Hold the band in one hand and right leg over to your left, foot flexed. The hip comes off the floor. Good, and move that leg forwards and backwards. Bring the leg back, swap hands. Okay, keep the foot flexed if you can, taking the leg out to the side, but also turning the leg outwards so we get that inner thigh stretch. Good, and move that leg forwards and backwards again. Great. All right, bring the leg back and finish off with your hip stretch, level pelvis, neutral spine position, left foot on the bent right knee, turn that leg out to the side. Okay, if you need a deeper stretch, grab the back of the right thigh, draw that leg in. Up to you here. Okay, right foot on the bent left knee, level pelvis, turn the leg out. You're running out of time today. All right, so in your relaxation position, lying on your back, roll over the other way, your child's pose position. Your choice, just no tension in the body. Relax all the muscles. Relax the neck, shoulders, arms, hands. Relax your back, relax your hips. Relax your legs. You can straighten the legs if it's more comfortable. Hands by your side. It's just up to you. Knees apart, or you can vary it. Okay, so no tension anywhere in the body, and then we'll focus on our Pilates. Deep breathing and thoracic rise and fall of the rib cage, thoracic breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, rib cage expanding sideways. Okay, learn to hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out, long slow breath out through the mouth, rib cage closing. Again, hold it for a few seconds. Breathing in and breathing out. So repeating that in your own time. Focusing on the deep breathing. The rise and fall of the rib cage. And working on holding the breath a little bit longer. So we're slowing our breathing down. And that helps to get your body into more of a state of relaxation. So it's a good exercise just to do for relaxation before you go to sleep. Slowing the breathing down. Eventually you should fall asleep if the breathing slows down a little bit more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax the whole body. we're slowly going to come back up. So roll over, by all means stay down a little bit further, a bit longer if you want to. And then up on all fours. Breathing in, breathing out into your cat stretch again. Rounding, opening the shoulder blades. Lift the chest, shoulder base back and down. Again, draw the abdominals in. Lengthen through the spine there. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretching. And then stretching back. Downward dog stretch. Stretch the arms back, shoulder blades back and down, hips up in the air. Heels down towards the mat. And then just alternating. Watch your knee alignment here. Breathing in, breathing out. Followed by your back stretch. Shoulder blades back and down. Stretching out the spine. Alright, bend the knees a little bit. Walk the hands back up towards the feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly coming up. Good. Up to the top. And then rolling the shoulders forwards, up, back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Open up the chest. And then breathing in, stretching up. Arms slightly behind you. Hands behind the head, tuck the head, tuck the chin in, head forwards. Slowly coming up. Good, fantastic, well done today. So today, obviously it was a class with more challenging options, but we added in some balance challenges today. Obviously using the activation band, you're working a lot of core muscles as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.